Let's be real for a second. In the world of AI, high-quality data is king, right? It's everything. But the way we actually pay for it, well, it's kind of broken. So today, we're going to dig into a radical new model that could honestly change the entire game of how AI gets built. I mean, just stop and think about that for a moment. Instead of gambling huge amounts of money on a data set and just, crossing your fingers and hoping it works, what if you only paid for performance? It's a really simple idea on the surface, but trust me, the implications are absolutely massive. So, why is a model like this such a big deal? Well, it all comes down to solving a huge problem that we can call the AI data dilemma. Here's the dilemma in a nutshell. Getting the best data sets, the ones that really make a difference, requires a massive upfront investment. You're basically betting the entire budget before you have any clue if that data will actually move the needle on your model's performance. It's a huge risk that can kill really promising projects before they even get started, especially for smaller teams. But what if we could just take that risk completely off the table? That's where this fundamentally new approach to paying for data comes into play. It's called Train Now, Pay Later, or TNPL for short. The concept is beautifully simple. You get access to top-tier, high-quality data, you train your model, and you only pay up once that data actually delivers real results or your model goes into production. Now, what's really interesting is that TNPL isn't just some one-off idea. It's actually part of a whole suite of modern, more flexible data models. You're starting to see things like pay-as-you-train and other performance-linked pay-on-result systems, and they all share the same powerful core principle. You pay for value, not just for access. So, how does this all work in practice? It's a really straightforward three-step process. First, you get access to high-quality data sets with verified lineage, so you know exactly where the data comes from. Super important. Second, you do your thing. You build and train your AI model. And third, payment is only triggered by success. The crucial shift here is that payment follows performance. It doesn't come before it. And this isn't just a win for the AI builders, not at all. When you link payment directly to performance, you create a system where the incentives are aligned for every single person involved in the process. It truly becomes a win for everyone. Just look at the difference here. It's pretty stark. With a traditional model, you're looking at sky-high risk, big upfront payments, and a focus on just owning the data. With Train Now, Pay Later, the financial risk just plummets, payment is tied directly to results, and the whole core principle shifts from simple ownership to actual performance. It's a night and day comparison. If you're a builder, this gives you incredible flexibility to experiment without breaking the bank. It also builds a ton of trust, right? You know the data provider is confident enough in their own product to stake their payment on its performance. They have skin in the game. And what about the folks providing the data? For them, for the contributors, this model completely transforms their business. Instead of just making one-off sales, they get a continuous income stream that's based on the real-world value of their data. Their success becomes directly tied to the success of the models they help to train. And then when you zoom out and look at the big picture, the effect on the entire AI ecosystem is profound. It creates one incredibly powerful thing: alignment. Everybody is now pulling in the exact same direction. You can see how this creates this amazing positive feedback loop. When the builder's model succeeds, the data contributor gets paid well. And that shared success fosters a healthier, more collaborative AI ecosystem for everyone involved. So what's the ultimate result of this big shift? Well, it's about a lot more than just a new payment model. It's about fundamentally accelerating innovation itself. When you remove those huge financial barriers and you get everyone's goals lined up, you just unleash creativity. The entire field can innovate so much faster, and it happens without compromising on fairness. It creates a system where true value is recognized and rewarded, all the way from the data creator to the final model. This all leads to a much bigger question, doesn't it? We've seen how this amazing model applies to AI data, but could this be the blueprint for more? Is tying payment directly to performance the future for how we value and exchange all digital resources? It's definitely something to think about.